Hey, it's me, Mean Miss Z. This is my urban legend compilation. If you haven't seen these before, I have about 15 or 16 of them, so you should check them out. They're all pretty entertaining. But this one I like to call Wormy Weave. We all know somebody who, one day you see them, they have perfectly normal hair. The next day you see them, they have like 24 inches of long, beautiful, straight, shiny hair. They didn't use a magic grow potion. They didn't straighten it. They got a weave, okay? And don't let them tell you any different, because that's what they did. A friend of a friend of a friend of mine went and got this done, okay? She loved it. The first 24 hours, she felt like a supermodel. She had this beautiful long hair. People were looking at her. She's like, hey, yeah, it's mine. And was high on life, loved it. Best decision she's ever made. The next day, she woke up. Terrible, terrible, terrible migraine. Her hair felt like, where the weave was attached, it felt like it was on fire. It felt like right where the weave was, it was just burning, it was itching. She wanted to just like tear it out. She's like, this must just be an adjustment period. I'm sure within a week it'll feel fine. It'll be just like my normal hair. So she carried on with her everyday life. A week later, nothing had gotten better. In fact, it had gotten 100 times worse. Migraines every night. She couldn't sleep. She couldn't eat. Her hair felt like all along the perimeter of the weave that somebody had taken a razor blade and cut into her head. She could barely touch it, so she went back to her salon and they assured her, it's just a breaking in period. It's a new thing. You just have to let it be for a while, okay? It'll be perfectly fine. You're just gonna be so happy with it when summer comes. And the girl believed her stylist and went back home. A week later, the pain had gotten so intense, so crazy. Within a week, she had to go to the ER. She was in the emergency room crying her eyes out. And the people are rolling their eyes. Look at that girl crying about a weave. What a sissy. Gets into the ER. The doctor takes one look at her, rolls his eyes too. Crying about a weave? Wow. He goes to examine her head. And he lifts her hair and looks where the weave is attached. He starts kind of poking around and stops. He screams, runs out of the room. The girl is flabbergasted. She has no idea what's going on. He brings back about 3 interns, a couple nurses. They proceed to cut and unhook the weave that very instant. So much pressure was relieved when this thing was taken off. They did the other side. Silence in the room. The girl's pleading, tell me what's going on. Why did you scream? You're a doctor. You're a professional. Why would you scream like that? Once the weaves were taken out, the doctor looked at his patient and said, I'm very sorry to tell you this. And she said, wait. Is my hair going to fall out? Is that what you're going to tell me? I am so suing my stylist because I went there a week ago and they told me everything was fine. He said, no, wait. Your hair is not going to fall out. My news is much, much worse. The girl stopped and listened. And the doctor informed her that where the weave was attached, worms had burrowed into her skull, into her brain, and laid eggs. She said, what? Worms? Why would there be worms on the weave I got? He said, I've seen this once before in a medical journal 4 years ago. They harvest hair from dead bodies and make them into weaves. And you must have received one of these weaves that wasn't treated properly. And the worms have now gotten to a spot in your brain. We cannot do surgery. We cannot do anything. I'm sorry. You have a week to live. Maybe less. I'd get your affairs in order and say goodbye to the ones you love. And sadly, the girl was dead within a week. Which goes to show, you should be happy with what you have, because you never know what could go wrong. This urban legend about the wormy weave is indeed false. You guys really, would you really think there was worms in a weave? People donate hair all the time and they make wigs out of them for cancer patients, for people with like alopecia, people with lots of different ailments that they need hair. But if I had you going, I hurt you because you watched the whole video and I like it. So yeah, like I said, urban legend, false. Wormy weaves do not exist. friend of a friend of a friend, they're a liar. So don't believe everything you read on the internet or in your email. Moral of the story. Ting! Me, Miss C. Urban legends, Wormy Weave was indeed false. Check out my other urban legend videos and subscribe. Talk to you laters.